Welcome back. My name is Scott for sbgaming, and we are, yes indeed, in Test Drive Unlimited 2. Where we last left off last challenge, we had completed 2 of the 6 challenges for the B4 Championship High East area. We have $219,400 in our pocket, in our bank account, after buying a Subaru Impreza. This challenge is worth $85,000 now, and what we are going to do is decide what challenge we are going to start next. So I think I would like, probably the easiest of all of them is probably going to be, yes indeed, the races. The time trials can be a little bit itchy. And as you saw in not last video, but the video before that, unfortunately, the last time trial in the A7 championship that I did, I failed. I am not perfect, unfortunately. I was hoping I would be, but it wasn't to be. So we are going to finish this race, and then we'll see how well we do on the various other time trials. So 5.6 miles, 3 laps, reward of $3,000. That sounds great for the first opening race. And yep, we start.
Live from the starting line for a new challenge of Solar Crown. Who will win today? The bets are on.
Who'll win today? It'll be me. I'm kicking butt. Alright, and we're off. 22 checkpoints, 1 down, 3 laps to go. We are in first place. We are staying ahead of Ryan Wilder. Yes indeed. So let's keep our eyes on the road, because some of these corners can be indeed tricky. I know the one coming up here is, so we are not going to want to brake early and slide around, get back on the accelerator. Alright, there we go. A little bit of sliding that we didn't want to do. And yep, that can be tricky as you come over there and you see, and it could split off, but we're okay. And coming up over this hill, Ryan Wilder slightly behind us. Mainly this race, not this lap. This race is all about just staying focused, keeping your focus on the road, and not worrying too much about the competition. As you can see, it's fairly easy to stay ahead of them. We are coming up to the end of the first lap. A few more corners to take. Oh, watch out for the barrier. We don't want to run into the barrier. And we are coming up to the start line. Yes indeed, Ryan Wilder's fallen back. 1.1 of a mile behind us. That's good. Very, very good. That means that we are definitely in a commanding position. We'll want to be careful on this next corner. And brake. And, yep. Taking it like a pro. Coming up over this hill. Make sure not to get confused by the barrier, as I've done in once upon a time. Around the corner, down the hill, and yeah, at this point we've pretty much smooth sailing at this point. I hope you're enjoying this series. My skill and talent in this game is mostly as a result of, yep, this is my 3rd time through the game. But yeah, I am not going to. Anyway, let's not get into that, shall we? And we are coming around the last corner to the start finish line. One more lap to go. One more lap to go. Last lap. Here we are. 7 checkpoints to go. Coming around that curve. And we want to pay attention. Let's brake here. Alright. No problem. As you see, they are quite far behind. We are almost 11 seconds ahead. No problem at all. We want to stay a little bit wide. Nope. We want to get in tight. And of course, oh, that is a corner you want to definitely pay attention to, as I have more than one occasion slid off the side. It's never the end of the world, but it can be. Coming down, last 2 checkpoints. Finish line in sight, or not in sight yet. Oh, that is another tricky corner. You almost get yourself to cut the corner only to run into a barrier, and there is the finish line. Yes indeed, we have done it. We are now 30 points compared to Ryan Wilder, who is most likely, and yep, indeed, Ryan Wilder takes second, which puts him in 6 points behind us in his Volkswagen Touareg V10 TDI Ryan edition. So, what is next, shall we say? Well, we unfortunately have time trials left. Yes, indeed. These are the most technically challenging races that the game has to offer, because they are not just simple. So that's, and yeah, it's a small bridge challenge for a reason. There's a few bridges, as you can see. There's the one right there, and if you don't take your line right, you can end up flying off into the river, which is all bad, or you just hit the side of the bridge and you kind of, yeah.
We meet again live at Solar Crown with all your favorite drivers. Miami, the Wilder brothers, Stewart, they're all here, and we're off.
We're off, yes indeed. The small bridge challenge has 16 checkpoints, 3 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. And I forgot to check what the distance is on this race. Oh, yes indeed. Oh, yep, there's the first bridge. I really didn't expect that coming up so soon. And sliding around this corner. We are 200s behind. That's not good. 4600s behind. And we are crossing over a road. Now this is where you want to pay attention to. The next checkpoint will be a bridge. You want to take this like this. Oh, and exactly. Oh, we almost took a drink into the river, but no problem. We are 5900s ahead, and that is probably the most challenging segment of this race, although I'm not going to speak too soon since we still have 10 checkpoints. Well, 9 to go. We are 3 seconds ahead. That's always good. Wanna take this corner, swing the end around, but not too much. Oh, that is not good. We swung around just too much. Lost some speed. That could end really, really badly for us. That's not what we wanted to do. We'll see how much that cost us. And oh, 4 seconds 81 ahead. We did not lose much, if anything, there, so that is fortunate for us. We want to make sure to catch the 5 seconds ahead. We wanted to make sure to catch the checkpoint, as if we had cut it too closely, then yes indeed we would have missed the checkpoint and wouldn't have been able to continue. And a few tight switchbacks. I think that's what this is called. Sliding around the corner. 3 checkpoints to go. 7.55 seconds ahead. Getting slow with that section, but it shouldn't be too bad because there is the finish line in the distance. We are ahead by almost 8 seconds, and we are coming to the finish line. Indeed. $3,000 comes to us. We are 2 challenges left. We are sitting at 40 points compared to Ryan Wilder's 32 points, 8 points ahead. That is where we like to be. Indeed. So what's up next, shall you say? Shall we say? Well, we have this 3.4 mile race. And we have this 3.6 mile, not race, it's a checkpoint, point-to-point time trial. And so what I am going to do, let's do the shorter one first. Yes, indeed. You're going to have to do them both eventually, but this one can definitely secure us victory, although I'm not quite liking this one.
At Solar Crown with all your favorite drivers. Miami, the Wilder brothers, Stewart, they're all here, and we're off.
And we're off. Getting a little bit of a slow start there, but that's to be expected. Alright. It looks like we have a wall on the left side. That has gone away. And yes, this is going to be, we are not going to want to go full bore off this hill, as that could just be all bad for us, but it's not too bad. We could have actually taken that a little bit more aggressively, and that may cause some problems for us in the future. Oh, there is a thread the needle around the, and we are 2.63 seconds ahead, so being cautious is good. And we want to make sure to, yes indeed, 2.59 seconds ahead. Very technically challenging. Right bend coming up. We are losing time very slightly, so maybe our cautiousness is not playing to our favor. There's a, oh, there is a stone wall on the left side, and I remember this spot. There is a rock, yes indeed. 3.46, so we are gaining some time on the rest. 5 checkpoints to go. Wide bend to the right there. Climb this hill. Climb it good. It's where the base horsepower comes definitely into play. And we are 5.5 seconds ahead around this kind of loop. We have 3 checkpoints to go, and it's looking good for us. We haven't really crashed or so. We are getting to 7 seconds ahead. And 2 checkpoints up over this hill. Don't take it too aggressively, because, you know, there was that bend. but we also want to make sure we don't lose it. And look at that. There is the finish line off in the distance. And yes, indeed, we do it once again. First place. We are 8 seconds ahead of the competition on that one. We are now 10 points ahead, which means that as long as we place as long as we place 7th place, we will be victorious in this championship. The pressure is off us. Look at all that mud. All that glorious mud. Last challenge is a time trial at Exhilarate Point. 3.6 miles worth $3,000. Plus, I believe this championship is worth $85,000, so that'll be sweet for us.
Hey there. What drama? Apparently, the Wilder brothers are squabbling with Stewart again.
Of course they're squabbling. They're always squabbling. They're never not squabbling, because that's just the one that you were programmed to say this time around. They really needed to record many more of those various intros. As you can imagine, the number of them that you do, it gets repetitive. They have certain ones that they do for certain challenges, like a time trial or speed trap. And then they have their very generic ones, the left turn coming up. We are 3.39 seconds ahead. Up the hill and to the right. Right turn or right bend coming up. Not too bad. Over the hill. Oh, that is not good. You come up over the hill and you don't know where the road is. That's where obviously you want to be cautious. Right corner coming up. Around the corner and slide the back end around. Oh, grab it. No walls to really worry about, although the walls do help on occasion where you might actually roll down the hill. So they can be good, they can also be bad. And there's me fishtailing, and yeah. Oh, okay, good. There wasn't a stone wall I had to worry about. But 4.5 seconds ahead, so I'm still in the lead. I'm still good. There's a barrier. Oh. I came over that rise a little too quickly. Got some air, which is never good, because when you have air, your vehicle never, ever follows the road if it takes a sudden twist. And yeah, there's some more fishtailing, just because my heartbeat's racing and trying to stay ahead. Four checkpoints to go. A bend coming up. And it's really weird. You see the arrow pointing straight, and then you have to turn. But that's only because, of course, there's an intersection that was coming up, and that's just telling you which direction you need to go. 2 more checkpoints to go. We are 5.58 seconds ahead, and coming round to the end. This, oh, no. Do you see that? Do you see that? This, it could be all over here. Oh, we are 300s, 30 ahead. Is it? Oh. Yes. Even though you could be in the lead, a moment of lost concentration could end it for you there. That was tight. And I like held my breath. I'm like, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? And yes, indeed, I made it. We were just a second, less than a second, 97 hundredths ahead. No, yeah, 97 hundredths. Anyway, let's see what Tess has to say. Yes, indeed, 60 points. Ryan Wilder, you have no chance. I kicked your butt.
The Wilder brothers are left fuming as our new challenger walks away with the championship. Congratulations!
Of course. Championship 1.
It's Miami. You got lucky in the last championship, and now I bet you think you're special. Well, how about a small challenge between the two of us? I'll put my car at stake.
No, thank you. Although, I will say, and then the only reason I am avoiding this challenge, and I'll get into it into the next episode, but I just wanted to resolve this championship competition. Championship 1, 195 points, comes to us. Yes, we indeed earned another 195 competition points. That is a level up. We are now level 5 in competition. Unfortunately, we are level 8 and we are still inglorious. Fortunately, next level in competition is 300 points from now. So let's close this out. And how are we doing for... Yep, that calculates right. 5 levels in competition, 2 in collection, and 1 in discovery. We really need to bring those levels up. But it's not too bad because, you know, we have lots of time to get all that done. And I might do a lot of that discovery and collection in the off screen. I don't know how much you want to see in my Let's Play here. So if you want to see every little bit of detail, let me know in the comments. I might actually make a separate side series where I'll record some content where I go off and do those challenges, but they won't actually be part of the main test drive series. They'll be kind of like a separate side series, separate playlist where I just mess around, things like that. And I just stick with the regular series as just getting through the Solar Crown stuff. But anyway, let me know how that's what you'd like to see. And no thanks. But I will do is check one thing.
Stop playing around. Come and race me in a duel if you have the guts. If you win, I'll hand over my car.
Oh, you will? Well, that might be interesting actually, because let's accept it for now.
You are driving in the wrong direction.
No, I'm not.
Turn around when possible.
Just okay. No. Okay. I'm gonna remove target. I don't want to be annoyed by you. Now you hear that sound? That bong? Let's jump over to the map. You hear that sound right there? That tells you that there is a wreck nearby. In the left side of the screen, you see the blinking collector item, the wreck puzzle piece. That tells us that there is a wreck nearby. So let's take a little trip. And the reason why we didn't see this last time here, we are currently at the dirt racing school, is because we did not actually have the item that lets us find the wrecks. And as you approach a wreck, you can see it there flashing. The detector gets faster. As you drive away from it, it gets slower. So you can use that to gauge where approximately you have to go. Often that means driving around in circles. And when you get close enough...
Congratulations, you have found a wrecked car. Continue driving, keep your eyes open, and other surprises may await you once you have found them all.
Yep, indeed. That's the first wreck. And the wrecks indicate what kind of car you're going to get. And yes, that is indeed a VW bug. Once you collect all the wrecks for this area, which we are currently in area, where does it say? It doesn't actually tell us which area we are in. But I believe this is... actually, if we go to the... Let's go to progress and objectives. Yes, indeed. I really wish there was an overlay which actually shows us what part of the island is considered... And no, it's discovery. Which part of the island is part of the various discovery island or area? So what you have here is the island is split into the north section, I presume this is north, and the south section. And you get a separate rating for each. Right now we are strangers. As we explore and discover, we'll be able to get a level up, and it allows us to get more upgrades. So basically, any shops in this area will have their upgrades dependent on what our rating is here. So whether we're stranger, right now we're a stranger because we haven't really discovered much, and we are a stranger in area 2. Anyway, yeah, enough of that. So what we are going to do is just take a look at some of these. Right now we are 31% discovered roads for area 1 and 29 for area 2. So we grab these points. Once we get to 50% of area 1 and 2, we will get another 90 in each of those. Events. These are the ones which have the bomb symbol typically. And yep, every event you get 25 points. And in here, the DLC that you get that comes with the game, that I believe you had to buy separately, but when you buy the game right now, you get the DLC included. So there are 4 additional wrecks. The only thing is, these wrecks don't come available until, and we'll see if we can find it. If we go to the single player challenges, yes indeed. So right down here, this is a DLC mission. And basically what it means is, in order to get the additional wrecks available from the DLC, you actually have to do these missions. They won't show up on the map until these are accomplished. And each wreck is tied to a specific one of these. So they are not just random, and you'll see them when they pop up when you do achieve them. Anyway, there are a few duels here, but we are going to end it here for now. I ran a little bit longer than normal, but that was only because of stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.